Back in the 70s, board games and improv theater had a baby, and it was called the role-playing game. These games allowed a generation of kids to live out their dreams of slaying dragons and saving kingdoms, all while sitting in their bedrooms and basements. Today, gaming has moved into the cultural mainstream, and role-playing games are back with a vengeance. Join us now as 5 of these former kids come out of the basement and onto the internet to experience adventure, mystery, and obscure pop culture references. It's time for Roll for Combat!
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat. I'm your GM and host Stephen Glicker, and in this week's show, the boys continued their epic boss battle with a boss that is way overpowered. I'll explain in a second. Also this week, I am back from PaizoCon, and I'm going to tell you all about my time there. So last week I mentioned that this is a boss battle, and it's going to take a while. And there's a reason why we actually forgot something, or I forgot something. So, this is going to be funny, let me tell you, especially when the guys listen to the show, because I don't think any of them knew this, but here's the thing. The boss, this CR10 Solarian that they're fighting right now, his stats were wrong in the book. Jason Keeley accidentally made his armor class just a teeny tiny bit too high. So, in this fight, his armor class is EAC 31, KAC 32. Just to give you an idea of what it's supposed to be, his EAC is supposed to be 24 and his KAC is supposed to be 26. So, instead of a 24-26, he has a 31-32. Just to give you an idea of what you would normally be fighting if your armor class was in the low 30s, that's like a level 17 monster. So these guys are level 8, they lost Cheddar, and they are at the end of their day in terms of spells and abilities. And now they're fighting a creature which effectively has the armor of a 17th level Solarian, and they're level 8. Yeah, I would say that's a little bit unfair. However, I will also say something that these guys are very good at role-playing games. I used to do what's called tournament D&D for Goodman Games. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but basically it was this thing where we would write really hard adventures, and you would go to Gen Con and run them, and you would get broken characters and broken adventures, and you would be forced to run them and try to get to the end. And there was actually 3 different phases. Phase 1 was sort of like 30 people were in Phase 1, and there was a scoring system. The people who made it to Phase 2, there was 10 teams that made it to Phase 2, and that was much harder. And then there was 3 teams that made it to the finals, and then whoever had the highest score would win. And I helped run that for many years for Goodman Games. These guys used to help test those modules for me. Let me tell you, just one encounter in one of these modules could easily have been a TPK. These guys used to bleed encounters on purpose. They used to bleed 2 encounters and live. These guys are very good. I have to say, a little bit of luck also comes into this episode, as they have fairly good armor class, the guys themselves, and they are doing some pretty decent tactics. You can't actually see it because obviously it's a podcast, but they're spreading out. They're making it very hard for the Solarian to use his abilities on them. They're running around all over the place. And the only real problem is that some of them just continuously roll really low. And I don't mean like, 10s and 12 lows. I mean like 4s and 5s, like over and over again. And there's only so much you can do when you just keep rolling that low. But this is also one of my absolute favorite episodes, because when the chips are down and they realize that things are going badly, Lady Luck can come in and save the day. And I don't know how, I don't know why, but more times than not, I have seen Lady Luck come in and save all of these guys more than once. I once had an adventure with them, and it was actually a different player. This guy JT used to play with us, and there was something like 10 times he had roll or die. Literally, you roll and you make this or you die, and he made it every time. Every single time. And Bob had the same thing when I was doing Age of Worms. He had something like 10 times where it was like roll or die, and he rolled and survived every single time. Something about when the chips are down and when it's really coming to life and death, and these guys need to roll like 1 out of 1,000, they will roll that 1 out of 1,000 over and over and over again. It's really quite amazing. Anyhow, with that, let's get to this week's show, and I'll talk all about my experience at PaizoCon at the end. Are you guys ready?
We're ready to die. Yeah, we're ready.
We're ready to die.
Yeah, right.
I already I rolled up a new character, Hiroji 2, I call him.
Chris Beamer is playing the Tiefling Technomancer, Akiro the Just.
He's ready to go.
Hiroji 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Exactly.
Akiro, you just joined us. How
Wow.
Oh, well.
We're all dead. I mean, this guy's going to kill us.
Oh,
right? John?
well. Okay, let's see. Last we left off, you guys have been trying to hit him, Avera, and you have missed every single time. You never managed to hit him. Cheddar is dead. Rusty is continuously getting pummeled. Mo is also getting pummeled. Tuttle and Mo have been slowed by his Solarian power, and right now he is sitting there drinking in some new energy, getting ready to blast you with something else from his Solarian repertoire. And it is actually his turn to go. This is what he's going to do while he goes.
Surrender?
Close. He stands there with Mo in front of him with his pike. And rather than attacking Mo, he sort of smiles and puts his arms up as if he's praying to God and says, I knew the ancestors would send further demons to test us. We were too weak and trusting at first, and many believed you weren't demons but messengers. But why would the ancestors send such strange and foul creatures as peaceful emissaries? And what news did you bring? Nothing besides death of good Kish, defilement of our sacred spaces, and corruption of some of our finest minds. You clattered their eyes. You made them think our way of life wasn't under attack. I could see, though. I knew when I sent you back to the ancestors. You can tell them that Zarva knows and he stands strong. I will always stand strong!
So, when we arrived here, and I diplomatized them...
Bob Marquis is playing the human envoy Rusty Carter.
So he does some monologuing.
Jason McDonald is playing the Ahsoki mechanic Tuttle Blacktail and his drone Cheddar.
Yes, he just monologues. That's all he does. That's how insignificant you are. He doesn't even care because you can't hit him.
Does he want to parlay? Does it sound like he wants to parlay?
God, no. He sounds like he wants to dedicate your deaths to his god.
Oh, no.
The Kish next to Rusty will attack him with his Kish axe.
Oh, that's right. He pulled out an axe, yes.
Oh, rolls a 6 and hits you. Does 19 points of damage. Although, actually, that's not true because it is archaic, so... You get
Rusty,
5 points back.
Did you forget to put on your armor this morning?
Oh, I have it on. I've been taking more damage than you have, because, you haven't taken any damage.
That's true-ish.
Battle
Like that.
bow!
Nice.
Kill the one in front of me.
Akiro!
The one we all have bonuses against. That's the point.
Akiro! Now, you have mirror images up, right? We have one mirror image up. One.
Yeah.
I just want to look something up real quick.
I have good armor.
Yeah, you actually have excellent armor. If the attack misses by 5 or less, one of your figments is destroyed by the near miss. Guess what? 25 is 5 or less. That one figment is now a figment of your imagination. It is gone.
Oh, great.
Akiro! You are up.
Oh, no.
You have a bonus against the one to my south.
I have a bonus to the one to your south.
to hit.
I feel like we need to kill the boss, but you're right. Okay, I'm going to shoot him. I'm going to shoot the one to your south.
Guys could always run away. I know it's not a popular option, but
We might have to. Ooh, it's different color now?
yeah, it's all
Do
new.
this.
It's neat, right?
I'm getting a +1. Am I getting any kind of minus? I'm shooting a from above.
No,
That's from
you're
above.
getting actually only +2 from me, if I recall correctly.
I'm going to fire
If
twice.
you move here, well, if you kind of do have cover because that wall is in the way, because you're like flying against the wall. So you would actually have that counts as cover the way it works. If you fire against the wall, but if you move,
So
if you move there, you
there?
won't have any cover. Yeah, you won't have any cover.
Okay.
It's because there's a hard corner. That's why.
Can I
Even though you're flying.
can I shoot twice?
Not unless you have your haste circuit open. So you can either shoot twice, but you'll get like a -8 if you
No.
shoot twice, or move
But
there.
that
and
doesn't
shoot
count as a
once.
guarded step.
Yeah, but you can take a guarded step and do a full round attack.
All right. So I'm just going to do a single attack then.
Yeah. You can move more than that.
That's
Hey,
fine.
what do you know? That was the right move because you hit on a 4.
Nice.
Holy
21
moly.
damage. Too.
21 damage using your liquidator. Liquidator.
Yes. Liquidate.
Rusty, you're slow.
All right.
You get 1 action still.
Oh yeah, what is that buff what is that thing that I have on me?
You're slow.
Yeah.
You're staggered. You can only take a single move action or a standard action, and not both. You can't take full actions. You also move at half
Right.
your normal speed.
Right. Well, that's actually a tough one. Now, I actually think Tuttle's going to end up killing the guy to my south, so I don't need to worry about him so much. But that just means I should do something useful. All right, Mo is up on the balcony, so I am hoping Tuttle will kill the one that's going to eventually kill me, but I'm going to give whatever buff I can to Mo from down here without provoking an attack. So I'm going to use my action for a improved get 'em on the boss, Zavra, so that at least Mo will get a +2 bonus against him. There's my 1 action.
Zavra is taunting you, Mo.
Mo.
I think we're not going to do a full attack.
You have your haste circuit on. Don't forget.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, this is round 5.
Oh, well, I'm going to try to attack. I'm not going to do a full attack, though.
John Statz is playing the Vesk soldier Mo Dupinsky.
Okie dokie.
And
This guy has real armor on, by the way. It's not like this primitive armor that everyone
Archaic.
else, yeah, it's the archaic, primitive armor.
And that
everyone
makes
else
sense,
has been
actually.
wearing.
Don't make the full round of attack. Let's see if we can find the number you can hit him at.
I think that number is 20. 11 for... Well, it's 28, but you still miss.
Oh, okay. Okay. And I'm done.
You're not going to move or anything?
Well, you have a move action. Actually, you have 2 move
why
actions,
would I
to be
move?
honest.
There's always all I'm going to do is possibly get attack of opportunity or something. I don't know. There's no reason. to
Well,
know.
it's what you said before, so he doesn't get a full round of attacks on you if he decides
Yeah,
to
if you
do that.
5 foot, if you guard step
Oh,
back,
that's right.
then
I
he's
remember
got to
doing
guard
that.
step in.
Yeah, in
Ah.
fact, I actually misunderstood last time and called you cowardly. You were correct to do
Well,
it.
I'm not going to move anyway because then he'll do full round attack on Rusty.
No, I'm downstairs. You're up on a balcony.
Rusty's
You can't
15
do it to
feet
me.
below. He can't do
Oh, that's right. Okay, so all right, I'll stand back.
But first, just to mess with one of our listeners, how does flanking work again? It was a joke from Discord. Yeah, there was a listener complaining about that in other podcasts. But all right, so I'm going to try to go ahead and shoot. I guess since I'm slowed, I can only do 1 attack.
1 attack. Better make it count. Are you firing your dragon gun?
I'm still going to use the dragon gun.
Dragon gun! The breath of dragon.
Where is
Onto
the
you.
dragon gun? Hold on a second.
Oh, did I not put it in?
It doesn't seem to have it.
Oh no! Dragon gun missing! Hold on.
Cheddar's dead and my gun is gone.
Hold up. I had to rebuild some things. I forgot your pistol. What does it do? 3d4 fire, I think?
3d4 plus 4 or something like that? Unless the plus 4 was like a... I could have swore there was a plus 4 in there.
You should get a bonus of half your level to your
Oh, maybe that's the plus 4.
because of
Maybe
your
it's that
weapon specialization or something that everyone gets.
That would actually be plus 4, so yeah, that could be it.
That is a number that Rusty's not getting because he didn't take versatile focus, but that's
I did not know.
we'll table that for you picked the sniper rifle is a bad weapon. You should have picked long rifle.
He still has time to change it. Okay, now try.
Nothing's
You
ever
should
over.
have it there.
There it is.
Nice.
Yes.
Look at
Thank
that.
Yay.
Not quite max damage, but close.
There was much rejoicing. Yeah.
And certainly enough to kill him.
He was already very damaged, and if we do ever need to flee, let's make sure there are no ads when we come back and try him again.
Oh, I see how it is. You gotta denigrate my achievement by saying he's already dead.
You did an amazing job of killing him solo. Nobody else did anything. I
There you
certainly didn't see anyone else hit him.
I could have tried to shoot the boss and left you hanging there.
You could have, and you saved me. I very much appreciate it.
I think the other ad needs to die now.
Is this good news or bad news? Hard to say.
I'm gonna say bad.
No, I would say you're correct on that.
On the other hand, your voice is not risen to that little like gleeful tone that you usually get, so maybe not. There's that little evil twinkle in your eye you get when you're about to do something truly nasty. There it is.
Oh, let's see. What does he do?
He could talk more.
Zarva.
Like,
What's that?
he should talk more.
Tell us more about your philosophy and worldview, sir.
Oh,
Yes.
he's going to. He's going to. Hold on. I'm just reading how this works. Got it. Okay. Ooh, 15 feet radius. That's not good for someone. How does that look? Does that look good?
Eek.
That looks
Good to me.
That looks good.
It's okay to me.
He looks at you and says, and this is all in Kish, vulgar Kish.
I can translate it.
So
in
you're
real
getting
time.
the running translation from Akiro. He looks at you, he's fully attuned, and he says, "Foul demons, go back to the hell from which you came!" And he explodes in a fireball of supernova power. Give me reflex saves, Mo, Rusty, and Tuttle.
If I might correct you, it's not demons, it's devils. Ha ha ha.
Actually, in my case, daemons, because that's the neutral one. D-A-E.
What's the undead version? Oh, Orcus.
Oh, well,
in
that's a
your,
little
in your
different.
case, it's Orcus.
I'm just saying, I'm neutral. I'm not lawful or chaotic. So
Right.
D-A-E.
Damn.
It actually was fortitude saves, but I'll take your rolls anyhow because I think that's unfair that I said the wrong one. So your rolls still make it because your rolls were like insanely good. Everyone rolled like, I mean, Tuttle's was even better. He rolled an 18.
You got an upgrade.
Upgrade. Now you guys are fine. You guys are. I don't want. That's like cheating. Because I just
My
was aware.
fortitude's much
Let's
better.
look at the damage.
Really, it's fortitude?
Oh, no.
I would have thought it
we
would
made
be
her
reflex.
save, so there is no damage.
Oh no, it's
You-
reflex.
You were
You're
confused about that.
absolutely
as
Yeah,
well.
right.
it should be
Yeah,
reflex.
you were confused.
I remember
You know, that's
vividly
well.
because the glass cannon they got to the point where they're fighting this thing at the temple. Remember we fought it already.
Yeah,
we actually
yeah.
avoided it. They got their asses kicked, and the one guy is an operative, and he has what's it called, evasion. He made a save and he still took damage because they don't know how to play. It's like you make a save,
Yeah.
you don't take any damage. It's
They're
like you have evasion. Like what the hell? Like, anyways,
You guys all make your reflex saves. Good job. Let's see the damage. Wow. For 11
So 16 damage. Okay. All right.
32 points of damage is really not that good. I rolled 4 1s and 2 2s. That's terrible damage. Terrible.
And we saved for half.
average is 35, so it's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not
a
that
little
bad at
below
all.
Yeah, 16 damage. Quite a lot. All right. I'm hurting.
Everyone takes 16 damage. Rusty really does not look good.
I think for us Skyrim fans, that was a Fusroda.
Fusroda!
All right, well, that Kish is dead on the ground. The other Kish sees... he's just a juicy target of Mr. Akiro flying. He's just going to do a double attack on you.
Come on.
20. Look at that.
When's the last time that I rolled a 20? Never. Can't even remember.
Actually, we.
Look at that. And a critical fail. But you know what? Here's the good news.
It's archaic.
It's archaic. So after all that, the crit did 8 points of damage to you. Big deal.
It's almost
Big
like we should
whoop.
ignore that thing.
Akiro, you're up. I mean, it's scratching you. I mean, it's just more of an annoyance than anything else.
It is. I think we need to deal with this boss before it gets too out of control. Do I get any pluses on it?
Let me think. No.
I don't have any get-ems or anything like that.
The boss had a +2.
Well, you get a +1 for John because he's threatening him. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh, if you're going
You
for
get
the
that.
boss, you have +2 for me. I did do get him on him.
Oh, good. Okay,
You have a +3. And you can hit him
+3.
twice from there, no problem.
I'm gonna go for it.
Full
I'm gonna go
attack.
crit fishing. Fuck it.
Crit fish. I did it. 2020. I did that last week
All right,
too.
so it was a +3, so it's a -1.
That's right. That's like pocket aces. Whenever I see 2020, that's pocket aces. Right
There you
Yeah.
go.
Wow. This is going to give you a little bit of information of what you need to know. 18 still misses.
For a 28.
Yep.
Well, modified.
I've been rolling
27.
28s too.
Yeah.
So
So
that's modified. That's
-1.
that's modified with that's actually 28.
That's with a -1
Oh,
and a
yeah,
+3.
okay.
So,
So
-1
29.
total.
29 does not hit. Okay.
Well, 28 does not hit.
Well, yeah.
That theoretically
attacking
means
again?
I can only hit him on
Yep.
a 20.
Yeah. You guys look like you only be able to hit on a 20.
Natural 20.
Rusty is up.
All right. So,
How does he have such a high armor? I just don't get it. It's crazy.
so I have to decide if I want to strategically try and take out the last ad so we can retreat and regroup, or make one more shot at the boss. And the answer is that Rusty, and I say this, of course, OOC to you all and not the characters, Rusty is a freaking coward. So, kill the ad and plan on retreating. Okay, so I am attacking the guy across the room so that Tuttle and Akiro, at least for the next turn, will have bonuses against him to take him out. First of all, as a move action, I say my improved get him on
You
him.
are
and then
still
as part of my
slowed.
attack. I can only do one thing. In that case, then, I am going to make an attack. And because what the hell? And I just make my improved get him as part of the attack.
Mo is going to 5-foot step and attack.
No, I think we decided you need the 20. So at that point, I was going to
I
use
don't think you need the
a
20.
target that would work. Maybe you don't. And if I'm mistaken, I apologize.
Because I was rolling at a -1. If I was not rolling at a
I
-1, I
got a
would
plus
have had a
+15. I got a plus +15. It's got
Yeah, Mo's got a higher attack than the rest of us. He might actually be able
My
to.
rolls have just
All right.
been shitty. They've
Well,
just been
you had an 11
really
last
bad.
time.
I don't
But
think
still,
I've...
we're basically going to
Yeah, well, 11's
rely on
shitty.
Mo to do
That's
all the
not going to
damage
hit for
here.
anything. And I'm done.
Well,
my base attack, my attack bonus is +9, so I theoretically can't even hit. Well, I can only hit. with a 20.
take out the ad is my suggestion.
You're still slowed.
All I know is I want that armor, whatever he's wearing.
It is light armor, by the way.
He's light armor.
Yes.
Really? You know, how is that possible?
Because it's really good. Yeah. So he sees you're still standing. He starts to glow again as he starts to channel once more the power of the Solarian. He looks at Mo and he says, Demon will be destroyed. Come to me, demon spawn. Swings his sword at you. Oh my god.
Yay.
The only way he could possibly miss you is with a 1.
Really? Oh,
Yes.
God.
Really?
Now here's the thing.
What's your armor class, Mo?
Is
That-
this one of the...
He is now infuriated that he missed you. It looks like there's actually smoke coming out of his eyes. He was just toying with you guys before. Now he's like stepping it up. And the tactical battle bow guy keeps shooting at Akiro because he's a flying piñata.
Finally.
That misses twice. Look at that. He's easy. He can't even come close to hitting you.
Well, you have +2 against
Even
the
he
Akiro.
gets a +9 with a -4. That's better than I have. I mean, geez.
No, I was putting it in. No, it actually was a minus. It was a 5. He only gets a +5. I was doing the math in my head. Sorry. So he didn't even come close.
Well, you
to
have a
hitting
bonus against the ad, and it's been damaged.
All right. Let's take 2 shots at that ad. Fuck it. I can decide after my first shot. All right. So minus how much? What's the bonus?
you. +2. So if you do a full round, just -2.
There's my crit. Look at that, 50 damage.
You killed him.
Disintegrated. He actually gets disintegrated.
He actually.
That's excellent. Oh, he did get disintegrated. That's great.
Disintegrated. No.
See, that's where you want to be shooting at the boss.
Yep.
Oh, God.
now-
43 would be so good at the boss.
Now,
Okay. Well,
do
there
I-
goes that.
do I get a second shot?
Yeah, you can shoot.
Shoot at the boss. What the hell? You might get another 20.
I think you can. I'll give it to you.
I mean,
I'm not gonna-
I
yeah,
think you
for-
can too.
for
right?
If he
talk,
declared a full
yeah,
round
you can
attack, then
switch
yes. He
targets.
could also, if he chooses to, change to a move action in lieu of a second attack, if I recall the rules.
Well, you
That-
rolled a
that-
15,
Yeah.
but you still missed.
Rusty at least has to temporarily withdraw out of line of sight of this guy's being able to attack, including his AoE. I've got 15 hit points left, and I'm slowed. So
Yeah.
all I could do this turn is give somebody a +2 to hit, which is going to be minor. So right now, I'm stepping out of the doorway to regroup. I'll heal and that sort of thing.
Yep.
Yeah, if you go through that doorway, that's a whole other room. There's no line of sight into that room.
I understand.
whatsoever.
I actually am withdrawing from combat, at least temporarily. If you all decide to fight him, I'm going to move back in and help any way I can. But I'm thinking that withdrawing is a thing. I will not be able to attack. Basically, Rusty is running away. Except
Rusty
not very far.
is pulling. Do you tell Akiro, say, Akiro, this is what we call a hiroji, where you run into another room and hide.
Interesting. You're pulling a Hiroji. I like that. That's
Akiro's
ring to it.
familiar with the Drift Rock 4. He knows what a Hiroji
familiar.
is.
All right. Well, I don't know.
Your haste circuit's still going, babe, by the way.
Well,
You got one round left on that thing.
Well, it doesn't seem. I might as well do a full attack and crit farm. Who knows? Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
10% chance.
Yeah. So this is just
Wow.
a.
9 misses. 8 misses. Yeah, roll higher than a 10,
what?
buddy.
I'm gonna. How high is he? This is how high?
You guys are 15 feet up in the air, both of you. You're on a balcony.
I'm above both of you.
Yeah, and Akiro's above. He's at the ceiling. Akiro's like at the ceiling. The ceiling is 25 feet up in the air.
Okay, I think I can jump down safely. If I jump down,
Make an acrobatics roll.
do I have to though?
Yeah.
Like I don't know what the threshold
Yeah.
is for.
Yeah,
10 feet.
10 feet.
But you can mitigate 15 feet worth of fall with something kind of acrobatics roll.
Yeah. Is it? Can I do an athletics roll? Because boy, it's so much better. Let me check.
I don't think so.
Jump is athletics. It's not acrobatics. It's athletics.
Oh, really?
That's what I thought.
No. It says avoid. Oh no, hold on.
Yeah, it's not falling. It's I'm proactively. Well, I guess I am falling though, but it's.
Jump.
It's-
As part of
it's
a move
jumping
action, you can
down.
use athletics to horizontally or vertically jump a distance no greater than your remaining amount of movement. If you take a 10-foot running start, your DC is equal, blah, blah, blah. If you do not, the DC check doubles, DC
So-
is modified, blah, blah, blah. So
I don't need to because my main movement is 35 feet. It's underneath that threshold.
yeah, I know, but you still need to do a DC check.
Oh, okay. All right. So here's my acro. 33.
Oh, actually, Chris is right. It is acrobatics because that's avoid falling damage. If you're falling and you can fly,
No, that's
Okay.
that's only
Oh,
under
that's something
the
else.
fly rules. Yeah, I saw that too. And I was like, oh wait, no, but that's avoid falling damage from if you're flying.
Well, he's not falling. He's jumping down. Yeah, I don't know if that's a distinction that the book makes, the core rule book, because they do seem to overlap totally.
screw it. I'm going to say it's jump. Yeah, you manage. You get a 33. You easily jump down and you land on your feet, but you're done.
I can't move even with the haste circuit going.
Didn't you attack twice?
Ah,
You attack
I did.
twice, but he's going to do attack of opportunity on you if you're going to do that.
Well, I'm like a million miles away from him anyway.
He attacks you and misses again. Now he's really, really upset. You can continue running away.
All right, I am gonna do that.
That counts as 20 feet, by the way, to do that jump down. So that's all you have left. No, well, you can keep going. I forgot because you have extra movement.
Yeah, I still have 5 feet. I'm not gonna completely run away. I'm just gonna see where these guys are doing.
Whoops. Tuttle, you're up. God, look at that. He attacked you twice and missed. Twice. Critical miss. How's that possible? What is going on?
undead? Is he undead?
No,
Like what kind?
no. He's
I
a
forget
male
what creature-
Kish Solarian.
Yeah.
He's just a really, really big badass. Tuttle rolls a 6.
Ah, well.
Doesn't even come.
Wildly
close.
optimistic attempt to attack. What the heck?
You're slowed, by the way, so that was your whole turn.
Yeah, I know. I probably should have ran, but if we are running, I mean, are we?
I don't even know.
Well, I might do a Hail Mary.
He's still glowing.
I just want to get out of that blast
He
radius.
looks up at Akiro and he fires his gun. Oh, by the way, I have an awesome picture of this fight. Hold on.
He fires what at me?
His gun. Wait, when you see this picture, it'll make you upset. That's you fighting him. Sword in one hand, gun in the other.
oh, all right.
Oh my god.
Oh, nice. That is a good picture.
Oh, now he's missing with a 2. This is very encouraging. All right.
And he
12
missed with
missed,
a
really?
12 because the -4. Okay,
Ah.
he's starting to get pretty upset. This just doesn't happen. And he's like,
Yeah.
"Bound demons!"
I recommend we withdraw, heal up, come back and kill his ass.
I'm gonna try a Hail Mary.
I'm not even damaged, Bob. I mean, I've got a little bit of stamina, but this is just. I don't know if we should be fighting this guy or what. I'm really tired of these Solarians.
Well, the
really.
mission is to get this our security code into the databanks here and retrieve all that. But theoretically, he might destroy all the databanks here or whatever else is with the mission. But at the same time, the question is whether or not we want to fight him right now to toe-to-toe to the ground, or do we want to actually withdraw and actually just come back and take him out when he doesn't have his ads distracting us?
Has he taken any damage from us?
No, we've not
No,
hit him yet.
absolutely
One,
Okay.
not
Now
that.
he's going to take some damage. Now he's going to take some damage. I said, enough! I will end you. You keep calling me a demon. I'm a devil. And I'll use something called Spell Cache, which is I can activate 1 time per day as a supernatural ability. Activate it, cast any one spell known for free. So I do that, and I cast my Explosive Blast on him. DC 18 reflex save. I put it in the corner and blast him.
22 reflex save.
Ooh, he could have missed. All right, let me roll damage. 9. He takes 20 points of damage.
How much? What type of damage is that? May I ask?
Fire!
He takes 5 points of damage.
What? Oh no! Really?
Yep.
Wait a minute. Oh,
Well, fire is not good against him, obviously.
he did
Who
41
knew?
damage and he took 5.
Well, he
Well,
was 20.
he made it save, so.
Oh, so he has.
Congratulations. You use a 3rd level spell on him and managed to barely scratch him.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What are you doing, Mikiro? That was your hero moment. You see like a little cinder go up and like a bit of his hair gets burnt. It's kind of like Star Wars, kind of like, The Last Jedi, where Luke is like getting shot 1,000,000 times and you see the explosion and then it clears and he just sort of dusts off a little bit of smoke off his shoulder.
How do we even get into this room? From the south we got in here?
There's that door
Yeah,
right to the south.
we went
Yeah.
through-
The one
through
I'm in the middle
south
of.
room.
Yeah.
I guess I fly there, I guess. I'm still not convinced that we should run.
No, this. Oh God.
I'm done.
Can we go farm pigs until we're stronger?
Exactly.
You can rebuild cheddar.
If we take a full day, I mean, but
Well, you'll need to take a full day to recoup anyhow.
Well,
5-foot step and down, or sorry, but 10-minute rest and downing a bunch of potions would heal us.
Yeah, you're still slowed, by the way.
Yeah, I know. That part is a problem.
Rusty,
Also-
get out of
also
here!
don't-
You
I also am
metagaming
not sure how
told
much-
me that I was going to be slowed for the indefinite future. It wasn't 5 rounds, but I don't know if that was true or not. So, all right. Just in case you all don't leave, I need to actually do some healing right now in case I have to be part of this fight. Let me see what potions I still have on me. 1 second.
Will be
I don't
serum?
know what our odds are for this going any better. If we, I mean,
Without the ads, we can focus fire. We can also plan, a concept of attack.
I mean, grenades may work, maybe.
For a starter, maybe OE will work better when it doesn't matter if you actually hit or not. That's a good example. See? Right off the top
potentially
of the bat.
spread out a little bit so we don't have to actually get hit by the AOE at the same time.
See? The
Or
idea
maybe
is
he
we're
wouldn't
just
even
falling.
maybe he wouldn't even use the AOE if we spread out more.
All right, all I seem to have on me is a healing serum Mark 1. If that's the best I'm going to do, I'm going to drink it
Two
for
of
this
those.
1 round. Wait, sorry, what?
You have 2 of them on you.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, I don't have a Mark 2. That was what I meant.
Nope,
That's the best
you do
level
not.
I have. Because I've never
Yep.
taken damage and I never worried about it. So, D8 is what I heal?
That is correct. 7.
Okay, I'll take it. Barely made it down. Okay, but my point is, make the decision now.
If you could have done that this round, because I think taking it out is a move action, so in theory you would actually have to drink it next round.
You're right, as a matter of fact. That's right. So let's say I take it out and I
And then
hammer
next
all
round.
that stuff that I did
Yeah.
metagamey as the rest of that move
you'll-
action.
you'll do
'cause
that
I was
next
talking
round.
more than I should have anyway.
Yes. Mo is up. This is the last round of your haste circuit.
I don't know. I'm just gonna leave. I'm done with this.
Aw.
Well, no, I have no weapons that can hit him, so I'm done.
So we come up with a plan. Sounds good.
I'll still stay by everybody.
Tuttle, you're still slowed. Kill an action.
I guess if everyone else is moving, I'm moving too.
That way the Solarian is in the room with the only guy that's been able to do damage to him.
He has now hit his full zenith, but I don't think he's going to do anything with that. I think he's just going to shoot Mr. Akiro instead because he's so upset. He makes it a point to call you Demon Devil. You're all from hell. Misses.
Nice.
Attack again, then. All
All
right.
right.
All right.
He misses on a 9?
Well, it's
Yeah,
a
I have good
minus
armor.
4. His armor's
And
really
I have
good.
top of the line armor.
What's your armor class?
So
What's your armor
Akiro's
class?
our tank. Excellent.
I wear heavy armor. My armor class is high.
Mine is 28.
Mine's higher than that, I think.
Really?
My CAC is 28. My EAC is 26.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna attack. Oh, he's using a pistol.
Wow. Yeah, he's using a pistol on you.
All right. I feel like I need to cover this retreat, so I'm gonna shoot him.
Go right ahead.
Just shoot him once and then come back in here.
Yep.
Yeah,
See what
that
he
makes
does.
sense.
I don't know. Maybe he can't leave that room or something. I don't know.
I was about to say you actually have cover because of that corner, but it won't matter.
Oh, nice.
And he dies. Wait, actually, you did a lot of damage there. What?
Wait, 44? What kind of... Wait.
44 points of damage, believe it or not.
Well,
Oh, and
by
something
rolling a 20.
happens on a crit with this weapon.
Oh, it's an acid thing.
Yeah, something special happens.
Yeah, he starts to burn. He actually has, that's what that extra damage is that he actually starts to burn.
Nice. Let me see how long that lasts. I hit him! I got him!
You're actually the only person who's hit him twice.
Yeah, I know. Nobody believes you. He's like, get on out of here, Akiro.
Quit your drinking.
Yeah,
I got him.
I can't see
Critical-
that.
No one has seen you hit him twice.
So what's the burning condition? It's like he's on fire.
It's called corrode.
You take a
is what
list.
it's called.
Okay, so he takes 1d6 damage every round until he makes a reflex save.
That is correct. The DC of the
So-
saving throw is 10 plus the manage of fire damage. Well, in this case, acid damage. So
Mhm.
every round he could either take the reflex save and try to put it out or not, or you could just continue.
And it must cost some kind of action to do that, right? At the end of each round, you can attempt a reflex saving throw.
At the start, it says here you're on fire. Well, in this case, it's acid. At the start, as long as you have the condition at the start of your turn each round before you take any actions or attempt a reflex saving throw as described before, you take the listed damage. At the end of each round you are burning, you could attempt a reflex saving throw to remove this condition.
Right. So at the end of his round, his turn.
Yeah, actually, well, no, it's your round, so it's your turn. So actually, there's no point in why he wouldn't do that because it doesn't cost him. It's kind of silly. But anyhow, all right, you did that. Now what? Are you doing anything else?
Come back, Mo. We got him.
Well, I can't get back up there.
All right, I'm going to fly into this room.
I use my jump jets already. He's got to come down to us.
I'm like flying there,
Wow, you're really going far. You're like, I'm out of here, baby.
and I'm pointing my gun
No, I
towards
get
the
it.
door.
No, covering the door
All
makes
right.
sense. That's fine. Well, all
You're
right.
still
so,
slowed. You're just heal. You did your heal this
and I
turn. 'cause
healed.
it took
Yeah,
you 2
that's
turns.
fine.
Let him come to us.
Mo, you're up.
I'm going to ready an action to see if he steps in front of the doorway. Ready an attack, I should say.
Using what? You have to tell me which
My
weapon.
pike.
Okay. Tuttle, you're still slowed.
Well, I'm going to switch guns from my dragon pistol to my sonic one since apparently he's resistant to fire. And since I'm slowed, that's probably all I can do.
That's correct. He takes 1 point of acid damage.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And dies.
It's better than nothing. Feel the burn of hell.
He jumps down.
We probably should have parlayed with him.
He will totally. Oh my god.
Does he take falling damage? Does he take like 10d6?
He breaks his leg and dies.
He rolled a
Yay.
41. I think he's fine.
So only 3d6. Okay, that's fine.
He goes
He
there.
fell into the conveniently placed tiger trap.
And he's summoning his power, and he's focusing his arm on you, Mr.
Really?
Ross.
That's where he's going?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm there in front.
Oh, reflex save. Easily makes it and puts out the damage, the acid with a 28.
Mm-hmm. My turn again?
Yeah. Well, when there's not a lot of people alive, you guys go
Nobody
pretty
did
quick.
anything that round, so
I think we can get him. We can chip away. Can I see him?
From there,
Because I'm in the doorway. Like, I'm not too
Yeah.
high up because I had to fly through
you
it.
can. Yeah, you can see him.
Full round action. Magic missile. Let's do it.
Doesn't he have just damage mitigation that's just going to, like...
No.
he
Not
did
nullify
against
it?
fire, not necessarily, but there's very little against magic missile, unless there's something I don't know.
So it's 3 magic missiles, right? That's the most I get.
That's right. You automatically hit. Just roll damage.
Okay. It's 3d4 plus 7.
Plus, because you have that other thing. What's that
I
thing
have
you have?
I have a feat that allows me to do extra damage on evocation type thing. I mean, I should double check that. What is it called? Harmful spells. So when you cast an instantaneous spell that deals damage, you can increase the spell's damage by half of your level. It applies to all creatures damaged by area effect spell, but for spells that target multiple creatures with multiple rays or other attacks, such as magic missile, the increase of damage applies to only the single ray.
Yeah.
So that's fine. So that's it.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
So
All right, here's
roll
the
it.
damage.
Let's see how much damage you do.
17, not too shabby.
Wow. Wow, really? He takes all 17.
Yup.
Yeah, sure
Yeah,
does.
of course.
Get him out.
You're still slowed.
I'm actually kind of intrigued with the get 'em mo concept at this point, but I'm going to leave it up to John if he wants to. Now, standing where I am, I'm just going to die. So for my only move this round, I'm going to move south behind Mo, such that if he moves forward in the future, I will at least have a line of sight to give bonuses and max attacks myself with my one and only action. So that's my plan.
You can't do a 5-foot step and do an action?
I am slowed. I have one action. That's it.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah, you're going to find out all about that soon, Mo. You're up.
Charge!
Bull rush, bull.
Oh, seriously? Oh, come on, seriously?
He's
Oh,
pulling
all
it
right.
around
I was fucking with you.
Oh, that was pretty funny.
I think it would have been
Oh, that was
hysterical,
so
but I
good.
would be dead.
You pulled a Hiroji.
Oh, that was fun.
That was fun.
Oh, God. All right. Well,
You guys are so
is my haste circuit still up? It's probably
gone.
not.
Totally down.
All right. I'm going to take a guarded step and attack.
Are you getting a bonus from Rusty? No.
No.
Not this round. After this round again, if we keep going.
So close.
This is so annoying.
14. You just don't roll that well. That's the
I
problem.
mean, I think if you hit a 15, you got to hit on a 30, right?
He's
We're getting into
close.
that range,
He's
yeah.
really getting close, but he just can't quite do it.
I'm going to. I have no shooting lane and I'm slowed, so I guess I got to move. The question is where. I'm going to kind of squeeze into this corner down here to maybe get a little further away if he drops in his little AoE thing. And I guess that's where I'm going to park.
Look at that. He gets to go once again.
Oh, watch out. He's doing something.
Well, where'd you go?
I'm a little further away.
Actually, he did damage, so...
Yeah, I'm a
we're
magic
good.
user.
This is one of those situations where he gets a miss. That's fine. Where he stood, he did a lot of damage, so that's fine.
No, wait, we got to get a bonus. I'm through 2 doors.
Gravitational wave hits
Oh,
you. All
There
of
goes
you.
Everything.
Everybody, give me a fortitude save as you're all hit by a wave of gravity. Oh, wow. Pretty good saves. Mo gets an 18, makes it. Rusty makes a 17, makes it. Tuttle gets a 16 and fails. Akiro gets a 12 and fails. Can you guess what that was? I'm sure you can.
We all go flying into the air.
Oh, I don't know. Slow, probably.
Yes, Akiro suddenly feels super sluggish, as if he can only do one action every turn for, well, it's been quite a while. You have to figure it's going to take that long. He just sort of smiles and looks at Mo, and for giggles, he gives a 5-foot step and walks up right in Mo's face.
All right. Well, there we go. Wait till after me.
Well,
Akiro is up.
I'm like,
One
all right,
action.
let's keep chipping them down. My one action, shoot, can it be a magic missile?
Yes, but it's
Nice.
going to be standard, though. There'll only be 2.
All right.
Why
Hey,
is
guaranteed
it
damage. I'm a huge
less?
fan of. That sounds great.
He's slowed. He only gets to do a move or a standard, and that's it.
Well, is it
Actually, if I
missile
activate my haste,
standard?
if I activate my haste circuit, that might counteract that. Actually,
No, haste
Ooh,
is.
actually,
Ooh.
it
I think
might.
it does.
It
No,
might.
actually, at least Pathfinder's slow and haste rules were
I'm pretty
the
sure
one
it
cancels
didn't
the
read
other
that.
out.
It should cancel out the circuit. Should cancel it out, but it won't go into effect this round. It will start next round. So it's up to you.
All right. Well, I'm going to active. Well, actually, I'll wait till you say wait till you go, Rusty, to do something.
Well, I said wait till after me if you needed a bonus to hit. For a magic missile, that wouldn't.
Okay, so
Haste
I will
counters
delay my action till after that.
Haste counters and negates slow.
Yep.
Yep, there you go. All right, I am attacking him and using improved get him as part of my attacks. Since
Hey, Rusty, you're no longer slowed. You're no longer
Oh
slowed.
my god!
Seriously,
Yeah.
Well,
Looks like I'm the only one who's
that
gonna
was
die,
only
but that's
just so you know. That was 10 rounds.
5 rounds?
10
Okay.
rounds.
All right, so.
And I literally got
Fine.
slowed again the very round before it would have worn off.
Wow, he's
Thanks.
As a move action, I use improved get him, so he has +2. As my standard action, I make an attack on him.
Throw the kitchen sink at him if you have to.
Hold on, I need to roll an extra d6 on top.
Really? You rolled a 20. You rolled a 39.
Okay, I have a 43
43.
bluff. So everyone has +4 against him this round.
Nice. That's huge, actually.
It's actually a
That's
46 because you forgot your +2. 45.
Oh, thank you. You're right. I forgot my 1. Yeah, that's fine. But I missed myself, of course. So
Did you put the
well,
+6
I
before? No.
had- Yeah, it's
What did you hit him
Doesn't
on?
matter.
What did Akiro hit? Oh,
I didn't. Wait, I'm up.
that's
Oh,
right.
he rolled a natural
Oh,
20.
right.
I rolled
All
a
right,
natural
Akiro's
20,
up.
but I think I came close. All right, so this is a +4 to your roll, yes?
And actually +1 from Mo as well, so you have a net +5.
You don't have a +1 for me because I'm in the way.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, if you
That's true.
delay your action, maybe.
No.
Well, but am I getting a -2 because you're in the way?
Yeah.
What are you
How
doing?
much?
Magic missile?
Minus
No,
Four.
no. I'm gonna shoot him.
-4.
Yeah, I'm in the way.
-4.
Yes. It's terrible.
Terrific. I say, Mo, get out of the way.
Well,
No, but
first of all, are you doing the haste circuit?
And I can't. I do. I activate a haste circuit, but I'm going to do all that on my turn. But I'm not going to be able to get a full round. magic.
Delay again.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Now,
get out of my way.
Moga.
Get out of my.
Everyone's
I need a
in the
clean
way.
shot. Like take a 5-foot step to the right or
No,
something.
actually, Mo, stay exactly where you are is the correct spot. I'm sorry. I think that
No.
just makes sense. Otherwise, he's just going to destroy all of us. Well,
Because I
that's
can
my
just
view.
step back, and that should give him a clear shot.
Okay. Of course,
Will
you
that
lose
give me a
the
clear
attack that
shot?
way. So that's
I
fine.
do that.
That gives me a clear shot, right? Corner to corner.
It does.
Okay.
I'll give it to you. Actually, it does.
Okay, if it
All right.
does, then you get the +1 for me as well.
True. But
Okay,
you only
good.
got one attack though, because your haste circuit's gone.
Yeah,
right.
no,
I'm only
yeah,
getting
no.
one shot with my gun. That's. But do your thing, Mo, first.
All
No,
right,
but
so
Mo only
this,
gets one attack. Let's see if Mo
this
can
is-
hit.
this is my attack +4.
But it's pointless to attack twice because you'll never hit if you attack twice.
Maybe. That's something to be said for that. Yep. There you go.
Okay,
You rolled a 5.
and
That's the
that.
way it is.
All right. So now
Sorry.
I'm up. Tactical
Okay.
combat.
Now you're up. Now
All
you're
right,
up.
so as a swift action, I activate my haste circuit and then I take my shot.
You are not slowed now.
No, I am.
No,
He said it doesn't
It's
kick
next
until
turn. It takes a turn.
That's that.
right.
The haste circuit takes a turn to activate. That's how it works.
The +5 to this attack. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Go for it.
Go.
Yes, +5.
Go. Shoot.
Come on, it's a +16. Come on. Yes. Yes.
35 is a hit. We have a
All
number.
right.
All right.
What's
Well,
up?
35 better be a hit.
35
My God.
definitely hit him cleanly. You did 10 points of acid damage. Actually, that's really terrible. You rolled a 2 for damage on a 1d20.
I know. That's the problem with the 1d20. You get that variance.
Jason, John, I'm actually have some concerns about this fight. It's not so much that we're all going to get killed and completely party wiped by the monster, is that if we win, Chris is going to be insufferable for having done all the damage.
Well, yeah.
Akira,
Tuttle's
I'm gonna
up.
go
you
ahead and attack.
Still slow.
hero of the hero of the universe. Not even the galaxy.
Rolls
Hero
a
of the universe.
4. He goes, well, this is where it gets fascinating. He does not follow you in to the room.
Coward.
He just looks at you all
Interesting.
and says, "Be gone, foul demons! Be gone, or I shall smite you again."
Well, give us the dingus.
He gives us his step back, shoots that 0 pistol, easily hitting Mo for 31 That was 15 points.
Yeah, he made by 3. By 3, he wasn't easily hit.
Easily
Not
hits
easily.
Mo.
I mean, he only gets a plus 19 to hit, but okay.
Yeah. Well, on the
I get plus 15.
you know what?
I'm not freaking-
He missed you every single time, Hiroji.
I
I mean,
know.
sorry,
I
Akira.
know.
Every single time Akira.
Because I know. I'm actually dexterous, too. I have high dexterity
Yes,
and
yes.
good armor.
He also rolled 3 1s.
God.
At a 2. At a 4.
Rusty, get him!
Rusty is up. Yeah, he's not coming into this room. And
So I'm saying
he's
that's
glowing,
interesting.
by the way. Again, he's obviously channeling something.
Okay.
He
Well-
started glowing this turn?
Well, the Solarian, as you know, basically every 3 rounds they can blow up and do something horrible to you, which is what he's been doing. So far, he's
Actually, I
been-
had no idea that was the case.
Oh,
My
that's
next
how
character
they
is going
work.
to be a Solarian. So
That's how they
Yeah.
work. He's been doing 2 things on you.
I
Supernova.
know that's-
And time dilation. They're both pretty horrible. Supernova does 11d6 points of damage. It's just a huge fireball, and time dilation will slow you for 10 rounds.
It's basically whether he attunes for positive or negative determines which effect it is.
I mean, you've been
So-
fighting him for a minute and a half, so I'm giving this to you. You guys can kind of figure this out.
Yeah, but here's my thing: is there's no way to avoid it or anything, is there? I mean, like if we dodge it, does his glow fade in 3 rounds?
No,
or
that's-
anything like that.
that's
I mean,
your
It's just till
that's
he
your
uses-
reflex save.
No,
Right.
and it's also not like he runs out of spell points or anything. You can pretty much keep doing
All
it.
right, so
It never stops, but there is something. It does take his whole standard action to use it, so it's not an attack. And the supernova is a radius around him, and the time dilation is a cone. Hence the spreading out thing that Rusty was talking about. That's
Actually,
how you
wasn't
defeat
me.
it. Oh, someone was talking about that.
Jason.
But- yeah, or Jason. That's how you defeat it. Like if you group up, he can hit you all. That's just any Solarian. That's just not you guys, but any Solarian really goes for big groups.
Well, for his fire, I actually imagine that Tuttle and Akira are actually out of range of effect right now, anyway. Just because
Yes,
Unless he moves forward.
Well, unless he moves forward. All right, yeah. Right.
I'm willing to take the heat because you know what? I can take a little bit of heat. I have DR
And
fire.
I'm attacking. Okay. For my move action, improved get him, and for my standard action, I am attacking and shooting him.
Okay, here we go. Go. It's gonna be a fight. Fight to the
That's
finish.
a hit. Oh, that's a bluff.
Okay, so that's a 38 to my bluff.
Let me see if you make it.
I mean,
Oh
with
yeah, please,
the
please
plus
take your time.
4 to hit, like we have a shot.
You still make it. Barely.
I don't believe barely, but okay.
You barely make it.
That hyperbole. He barely. He did
So
not-
I made it by 15. Got it. Okay,
You made it by
a
6?
few. That's okay.
5?
Six?
That's about
Six?
it.
Six is not barely.
Well, for you
All right.
it is.
Well, for me it is. You're right. That's actually too close for comfort. It means there's the possibility of failure.
Mo.
You have +4 to hit him. Everyone does this round.
Let's see.
grenade. Do you have a grenade? Any kind of good grenade?
God, I just don't have any. I'm looking at all of my feeds, all of my
have some,
equipment.
You might have
You
a,
have
a Mark
something.
II electricity
You
grenade,
have
right?
something. Just gonna say it. You guys
I
have,
have
the
it.
boxes of wonder.
I don't have that.
Yeah, you do.
No, I've used mine.
You guys got another one.
Did
Everyone
we?
has
Kiro
one.
Kiro had one, but he's gone.
I don't
I mean,
think
Hooray-
I
I mean,
ever
Hooray.
used
I
mine.
I actually have one.
Yeah,
I
everyone
don't think
has
I ever
one.
used mine. Yeah,
Everyone
I-
has one. You actually all did. You all got a second one, and you all used one except Hiroji. Hiroji never used it. Hiroji had 2, but he disappeared. Everyone has 1 except Akiro.
So I'm from 2 to 0. That sucks. That's okay. I don't know what that box. That box does crazy and wonderful things, but we need damage.
Yeah.
You can do crazy and wonderful things.
That's not on my character sheet. I don't
It's
think
there.
it. All right.
I guarantee it's there. I know.
It's on your. You got to look on the in-game D20 Pro.
That's
It might
what I'm
not be
looking
there,
at.
but
That's
hold
and
on.
I don't think it was what. I know you didn't send it to me. I mean, I don't. I remember we got another one, but I don't remember it on my character sheet.
Lesser Loot Box of Wonder. You got it session 30. I can give you the exact date if you want.
No, I
Mo,
know
Total,
we got
Rusty,
it. It's just not on
Hiroji.
my character sheet.
Yeah, well, you actually have it. Actually, it was the same day you got the Mark 1 ability crystal, which, let's see who took that. Oh, Rusty took that one, by the way. I do have control
That
of
does
it. Yes,
figure.
I'll add that to your sheets, but right now everyone has that. Well, except Akira.
Uh, do not have Onslaught. That's what I'm checking out.
Actually, the Lesser Loot Box of Wonder is under your items, John. Hate to break it to you. You go and search and say Loot Box, it says Lesser Loot Box of Wonder 1.
I don't think I've ever done a search. All right, well, anyway.
It's alphabetical. If you just go to
Or do
if
that.
you look
Yeah.
at L.
There you go. You're doing one attack?
Yeah, it's just one
8.
attack. I have to move, so.
You could have
Oh, that was a fun turn.
You could have lunged. You could have lunged. Kiro is up. Well, now you're no longer slowed and your haste circuit's going, but you only have like 2 turns of haste.
Right. I only have 2 turns of that. So what I will do is
Plan A.
Plan A. Yep. Magic missile.
Really? Wow. Okay.
I mean, it's yeah.
It's guaranteed damage. That's the exact right move.
But that's my last
High
first level.
defenses.
I'm running real low on spells. All right, here we go. Plan A damage.
There are no other fights. This is
Oh,
the
you have a few
14.
more.
14. Why won't you die, damn you?
Jeez.
You have 2 level 1 spells left, by the way, I believe.
I don't think so because I've cast Magic Missile 4 times, and I always cast Unseen Servant in the beginning of the day.
Oh, okay. That could be why. Okay, so
Well, if I move, I can't shoot, and I can't shoot from where I am. So, you know what sort of action does it take to deploy the loot box?
it's a move action to get it. That'll be a standard action to use it.
All right, I'm
Is
going
it?
to jump. I guess I'll drop my gun and get out the loot box.
The Loot Box of Wonder. Have to pull up the PDF that I made of this, since it's on the store. Let's see.
Just because I basically have no other way to contribute it. So if we're staying and fighting, I guess I'll use that.
It does wonderful things, both wonderful and horrible.
Heck, even if it purges my slow, so I can actually take full actions again, that would be something.
True. Zarvo looks at you and says, "The foul demon has returned for more punishment. I shall oblige." And hits you with his ultra-thin longsword. Oh, only does 17 points of damage to you. Well,
Wait a
25.
minute.
What?
Wait a minute. I had I have stamina left. I have stamina left. I have like 20-something stamina left. He hasn't hit me today.
The fire burst that went off earlier. Did a
He's
lot of
been
damage.
hitting you all along.
Oh,
This is like round 20.
okay. No, I know I took damage from stamina, but I didn't know. Okay, did I take? Okay. Yeah, that bar is hard to see. I didn't think it was hitting me.
Rusty is up. No longer slowed.
All right. Well, this has become my plan A because the main thing for me is giving the bonus for Mo to do as many attacks as he can try. So there it is. Improve get him, and then plus.
You gonna reroll that? 32. 33. I'm gonna have to look this up.
It's 15 plus 1.5 times his CR. So if he is CR 12, that would be 33. If he is above CR 12, then it fails.
No, but you're getting pretty close to failing. I'm telling you.
I know. I mean, I only rolled an 11 there and also a low bonus. I might have had to re-roll that. It's really shocking.
Well, just so you know. All right.
No, and I also
You're
looked at the
still up.
numbers as well. I get it. Hey, I missed. I'm shocked.
Mo has the best chance to hit him, right?
Mo has,
now,
but he
yes,
has not
go for
rolled
it.
like above a 5 in like a minute and a half.
I know. This
Well,
is
no, he's rolled some 15s. in
No,
this,
no.
hasn't
This
he?
entire battle, I've just miss.
Well, you're due.
All
So
right.
I'm
Go
gonna
for it. You do you. You do whatever you can do. Go for it. You have a plus 4 to hit. Or you're going to move away. Okay.
Well, he can attack from there.
He's guarding you, Rusty. He's
Yeah, it's great. I think it's wonderful.
Yeah, Rusty, get out of there.
Well, he rolled a 5. Yeah.
Kiro, you got one more round left of normal movement.
Man, that's true.
Plan A.
True. I don't have any more Plan A.
Use a second level spell and
I
use it for
I don't think I
magic
can
missile.
do that. I don't think I'm
Can't do
allowed.
that.
I don't think you're allowed to do that. I was just looking up
Can't
those
do
rolls. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's the whole kind of point of variable level spells, and you take them at the
That is
slot.
correct. That's correct. Hey, spider
know
climb
those.
your way out of this. Oh, that
I'm flying, so flying lasts for a long time.
I know.
But I want to kill him. God, I just wish there was a way we could get more plus. So what's my plus to hit him right now?
Plus 4
Plus-
from me.
And plus
Plus
1
5.
from Mo.
Yeah, plus 5.
All right, you know what? I'll
And
take
plus
another
1.
shot. I like them odds.
Full round or just
Do you
regular?
want to do full round of attacks?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I want to go for the precise. Plus my battery's almost out. I'm like running out of ammo. Ugh. All right, hold on.
Well, actually, hold on. With your haste circuit, this is your last chance to do a full round of attacks.
That is true.
Okay, you sold me. Maybe I'll get lucky.
Well, it's crit farming, and you do get a minus that way.
Crit
All right, so instead of a +5, I get a
one.
+1.
+1. +1. Here we go.
All right.
Here comes the +1. Here it comes. Here comes the 20.
First attack.
Here it comes.
Well, if it helps, then now you have a second chance, whereas you would have had absolutely no chance anyway.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh.
Why is there such a long delay? That bothers me.
Drama.
It's a variable delay.
Do you not want to hit?
I do want to. I don't like the delay. All right.
Sometimes
That's
I'm
awesome.
switching
31.
between.
A 31 is a hit number. Excellent.
Yeah, 31. Because sometimes I'm switching between windows. That's why.
Awesome. All right, so I used 2 shots.
Yes.
And
A 31 hits?
I'm out of ammo.
The AC will hit.
So wait, do I don't get any kind of other action, do I? No.
Oh, you got to move. No.
No, I used
No,
it.
you just it
Sure.
comes. Yeah, because now it becomes a standard. He has.
My weapon is dry. I'm out of
Tuttle.
ammo.
Tuttle
Get out of there.
has he has the loot box of wonder, the lesser loot box of wonder in his hand. He's slow. He's so slow, but he can feel the power.
I can at least open a damn box.
You can
go
at
ahead.
least open a damn box.
All right,
Can
I'm
you
opening the box.
open?
I'm opening the box.
You're opening the box. Roll.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
1D100. Oh my god!
Oh!
Nice.
Nuclear warhead, apparently.
Natural 100 on a D100. Okay.
Well, that's the first time that's happened.
I gained 5 levels.
Legendary. Roll on the greater loot box of wonder table instead. Roll another 69. He doesn't even wait till I talk
Pretty
about
high.
it.
Legendary is all I needed to hear.
Holy moly.
Does that happen only on a 100, or is it like 96 to 100?
That's it. 100. That's all he gets.
Wow. Nice.
You know, this is the crazy part. Are you ready for this? Jason must have some genetic ability to always hit the same roll, no matter which system he's playing. Because
Oh,
This-
yeah.
thing he got in Pathfinder, where you became a mutant and got a whole new subgraft, guess what you just rolled on the greater loot box of wonder?
What did I just roll?
Wow.
Mutant subgraft.
Genetic splice. The opener immediately gains all the benefits of a random creature subtype graft. Starfinder Alien Archive, page 133. In addition, the opener now counts as having that subtype for all abilities and spells that would affect creatures of that subtype.
Undead. One of us.
Tuttle just became really powerful really quickly.
Do I get to choose, or is it random?
You get to choose.
Whoa.
Something with like fire resistance to like shrug off some of that supernova would be nice.
This is permanent.
Yeah,
Oh,
get whatever's best
wisely.
long term. Yeah, go for the big.
Tuttle is evolving as a Pokemon.
These are the different sub-creature type graphs you can be. Aeon, Agathenon, Air, Android, Angel, Aquatic, Archon, Aztol, Cold, Demon, Daemon, Devil, Dwarf, Earth, Elemental, Elf, Fire, Giant, Gnome, Goblinoid, Gray, Halfling, Human, Istek, Incorporeal, Inevitable, Kasathe, Lashunta, Maquai, Orc, Plant-like, Protean, Reptoid, Rathorian, Caesarian, Shapeshifter, Sheeran, Skidamander, Swarm, Verhai, Vesk, Water, or Yosoki.
Ooh, Vesk,
Why did you
Vesk.
choose Yosoki? That's the good
I
one.
have
That's
extra
the one.
Yosoki. Incorporeal. The idea of incorporeal would fascinate me. I don't know what effect that would have on this particular fight.
Look, I don't want you to
Devil.
discount the possibility on the power of Gnome. Gnome was on that list. You could totally do it.
I didn't hear
Vesk,
undead on that
Vesk.
list.
It's not a subtype. So
Is
you
is this an immediate effect?
yes,
or-
immediately
so I
you
have
get
to decide
transformed
now?
into
Shit.
this.
I mean, it's a little bit of a quick thing to.
Yeah, that's a problem because that's hard. It's a hard decision.
Well, we'll give you a couple of minutes, not any huge rush. If you want to look it over, just go to page.
Yeah, I was trying to get to the
133,
rule book so I can take.
What's the which book?
the Alien Archive, and I'll say
Yeah.
you can even use Alien Archive 2 as well, which has more. I mean, they're all good because, like the demon, you gain immunity to electricity and poison. and you get resistance 10 to acid, cold, and fire, and telepathy. So, like, you get all this stuff. There's a lot of things you can get.
Wow, that's
The only thing I would say, Jason, is don't go too OP on this. I mean,
No, no.
yeah,
Swarm.
try to do something.
I'm gonna go swarm.
Exactly. He
Tuttle
breaks
is now
up.
made of bees.
You know what I mean? It's like there's some things that here are like absolutely insane. The thing I can't get over is this happened again, and you did it again.
Wow.
You rolled 100 and then had to roll a subtable. I mean, what's the chances of that?
What is fire? Like, what would fire be? Like, he would have to be immune to lasers. I mean,
He's
or
immune
energy
to
weapons.
fire, and he's vulnerable to cold.
Nobody uses cold. Wow.
See, this guy's shooting cold gun. He has a cold gun, doesn't he?
The
Yeah.
Corpse Fleet guys tend to use cold. I'm sorry, where in the book are the subtypes?
133.
Okay, sorry. Sorry, I hate to make the whole game grind to a halt, but I do kind of want to get this quote unquote right.
Can we just take his turn and get back to you and maybe retroactively, like, because he's not going to do damage to you. I don't think that's 15 feet away.
Ooh, Aeon's kind of neat. Cold,
Or like Celestial.
immune to critical hits, cold and poison, to resistance 10 to electricity and fire.
That's pretty sweet.
Man, you know what this means? I got to redo your illustration.
Well, it depends what he picks.
He's like a
If
celestial
he takes
god.
incorporeal, all you have to do is just put a little opacity on his character.
I think you should choose Goblinoid. You get the Hobgoblin race. That's pretty cool. Ooh, Ani. Oof, Ani is cool.
Oh, ONI? Yeah, those are cool.
Oh, these are some nice ones. You could be a giant.
I can't believe I rolled 100. What the? How did that happen?
Ooh, a giant Yosoki. It would be the most terrifying thing in the universe.
See, the thing is if he's incorporeal, can he like use objects and like work on a computer and all that stuff? It doesn't say.
Not really.
Aeons communicate without language, scanning beings for their thoughts and intentions, and projecting psychic flashes in response.
But you still are Yutoki too, so you get both, right? You get
Yeah,
Goblinoid.
that's what I said. Yeah, the problem with incorporeal is you can't carry things. So
you
That
can't
is-
really
A shape changer. Wow. Yeah, that would be DM annoying.
shape changer. What does that do? Oh, that's a scroll.
yeah, you want to be a scroll? You were Bane. Now you can be a scroll.
Let's see, what's true speech? Azata has most like resistance to a lot of things and has true speech. Is that like a
I think that means you
like a
speak every language.
universal language thing?
Yeah, that Azata looks very good. Immunity to
You can
electricity.
speak
and
with
petrification.
any creature that has language.
Holy crap. Immunity to electricity and petrification, resistance 10 to cold and fire, and true speech.
and dark vision.
Wow. All right. Nice.
And low light
And
vision.
I already have dark vision, so that's not as big a deal.
Which race is that one?
The Azata, they are good celestials.
Ugh, good people.
It's almost like the exact opposite of Rusty.
I'm not evil. I want to make that clear.
Elemental, I bet, is really good.
Man, see, if I want to be a little OP, Aeon seems like because that's immunity to crits, immunity to cold and poison, resistance 10 to electricity and fire, a bonus equal to CR to skill checks to recall knowledge, a power called extension of all, and telepathy within 100 feet.
Which one is that? Oh, the
That's
Aeon.
Aeon.
Well, that's actually really cool, but actually that one's closer to your character type, though. Being able to
And it's
recall
neutral,
knowledge
which
and
Tuttle
actually
is
gather
already neutral,
information.
so it would be like amplification of kind of who he already is.
No, that actually is it. I mean, being able to recall all of your many, many scientific knowledges, and able to gather information by telepathy. That's actually.
I do feel like Aeon would be the higher evolution of Tuttle because it would be
Yeah.
consistent with his alignment and consistent with his. It's about skills. So if you would be willing to allow Aeon, I'd go with Aeon.
Bonus equal to CR. Oh my god.
Yeah, I actually don't.
I think Steve had a heart attack.
No,
I mean,
not
this-
at all. I don't think it's that. I actually don't think it's that breaking because, like, to be honest, immunity to cold and critical hits and poison. Look, that's fine. resistance 10. That's actually not even that hard to get.
At higher levels, if it's doing like 60 damage.
That's really not that hard to get these things. To be honest, it's like you guys haven't investigated, but that's pretty easy. Your bonuses here are already rolling in the 40s when you're doing these
skill checks are going to be kind of ridiculous, and that's only for knowledge recall. That's not for
exactly. And so I just feel that that's totally fine.
And telepathy now,
and telepathy, and you can talk to other Aeons, and you can communicate without language. First, you can scan their thoughts and intentions.
All right, let's do Aeon. I think Aeon.
I love it.
Aeon Flux.
Okay, now, in story, what we basically saw out of the corner of our eye was what?
Tuttle opens the box, and like a glowing kind of ethereal mist comes pouring out of it and surrounds him, and then like kind of goes into his body, and then Tuttle's like eyes and the tips of his fur start glowing. And then
nice.
and then you hear his voice in your brain saying, "Well, this is interesting."
You have a move action. Just so
no, he doesn't.
No, it doesn't make me any faster.
I thought he had a. I thought he had
it doesn't
a.
Make me faster.
He's still slowed.
Oh, that's
so basically
right.
You had some sort of Aeon Flux.
Possibly. I'm not sure it helps win this battle, but it's really cool.
If we live, it'll be really.
The funny thing is, you've had that box for like a year, and no one ever opened it. And he opens it
Where
up.
did we get was that Castrovel or like?
It was Castrovel.
We opened up one a long time ago, right?
On the asteroid, you guys opened it up. I just can't believe it. I mean, you guys are complaining. Oh, you're rolling a 20 and then a 20. Jason just rolled 100 and then rolled a subtable, and then rolled another 100 then rolled another subtable.
Yeah,
and he got the exact.
Still complaining. Yeah,
exact same. I mean, the chances of that are like you should, Jason, buy a lottery ticket tomorrow. I swear to God, you should buy a lottery ticket.
It's pretty up there.
Well, I mean, now, Steve, though, on the plus side, as far as my complaining about the bad luck, that didn't happen to me.
You have a box of your own.
I know, I do. And actually, I had forgotten I had it. That's why I never used it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mo's opening his. He lost it. He found it.
Zarva takes a step back once again and shoots.
I would hope Zarva was impressed by the fact that, an origin story just happened in front of him.
Yeah.
Zarva says, "Divine powers won't save you, demon. Furry demon from hell." Though he's still glowing. It's going to start getting bad soon.
He's got to be hurt, though.
I mean, we at this point have put up almost like 100 points on him. Not to be too meta.
He's bleeding a little.
Rusty, get out of there.
Wait, what?
Rusty, you're up.
No, I heard something from John. All right, I bet it's my turn. So I'm doing what I was doing, which is attacking. Move action, improve get 'em. Standard action. Where I have to roll a d6 on that.
No, now he's not taking any chances.
I only got 40. A 40.
All right, you bluff him again. Wait, do you get a plus to this hit?
+4. Yeah, my own +4 is added. Yeah, okay.
You would have hit him.
Yeah, if Mo wasn't in my way.
19. Right. Close. Mo, you're up.
When a natural 19 misses, it's not close. It's very far away.
All right, Mo is telling Rusty, this is the last time I'm attacking, so get out of there.
All right.
Wait, we can get it.
I
think we can get it, actually, at this point.
I'm going to lunge as a free action, not moving.
Okay.
And you got to remember, we're slowed, so that's going to be a problem.
Well, he's not been following you into here. He's guarding the library.
You know?
Yeah, I know.
You're doing one. Do you get a plus? What do you get a plus? Oh, doesn't matter.
It's like a +4.
Doesn't matter. You rolled a 7.
It doesn't matter at all.
You done?
I would love to move, but Russ is standing there. Get out of there.
You can move anytime you want.
Oh, someone's slowed again.
Do I have a clean shot, right?
Sure, but you're slowed.
And my gun's empty. So, for my action, I reload.
Reload?
Yep.
I think that's just a move. Oh, no, one to get it, then one to reload.
I only get one action.
Oh, and that's going to take
that may be the first time we've had to reload.
It happened once. It actually happened. You did it, Jason.
I'm keeping track, so
I don't remember doing it, but it's possible.
You did. Yeah, you did. We had. What happened when we were assaulting the lounging elf? that was also because that was a 29 round.
Oh, right. Okay.
So this one's.
I
up
am
there.
going to do the ever dramatic use of my move to pick up my gun. Excitement abounds.
He will take his 5-foot step and explode.
Excuse me. I do get an attack of opportunity on. Oh no, I don't.
No, we don't.
No, I
5-foot
don't.
step.
Yeah. God, man, this stinks. All right.
But it's a hard fight. It's all good.
Look at that. He only hits Mo and Rusty.
Yep.
We're both nearly dead.
Right.
Give
Is
me
this reflex or
reflex
fortitude?
saves. Reflex saves as he blows up in his supernova.
Wow,
28
that was
for
nice.
Rusty. 23 for Mo. Both of
That's
you
crucial
make
that
it.
you make those.
Whoops. Sorry.
Oh,
No, that's
4
fine.
damage.
Just
4
4
damage.
There we go. 38 points of damage.
Okay.
So what is that? That is
17's
17.
half.
I will have
Or no, it's
3 hit
19's
points
half,
left.
sorry.
This is fun.
Rusty and Mo. I see a lot of blue and I see a lot of red on your guys. You guys are barely
No,
standing.
we know. You don't have to tell us. We can see. It's
That's
Oh,
for
I
the
did the
audience. That's for
Yeah.
the audience to know
Oh
that you're
my
almost
God.
fully dead.
Yeah. Oh, I'm almost
Yeah,
dead. I
we are
understand.
very dead.
Okay. So I must move out of this room because I do not wish to die. But first, as a move action, I am taking out my magic box.
What? Really?
Oh boy, here we go.
Really? That's your first.
Yeah.
It's not going to help you right now.
That's
I don't
great.
think.
That's
might.
brilliant.
I'm just
That's-
pulling it
might.
out, but I'm moving out of the room, so that's
It
fine.
might. It might help. You don't know. You don't know what it does. Let him do. Let Rusty be Rusty.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hey, look! I just saw an origin story and a divine transformation happened the last time a magic box was used. That's all I'm saying.
He has become a god to be worshipped.
Jason,
Yeah.
you should have named your character Marvel this round.
Yes, Marvel.
Well, Mo is going to attack him without, I guess, a get him bonus because getting that box is so important.
Yeah, because
Oh.
you know what? The last
you told
20
me
rounds,
to leave.
John,
yeah.
the last
Okay.
20 rounds, that get him has really helped you attack him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it has.
But it's going to help now. Watch. He's gonna
But
miss
you
by
know
4.
what? It's going to help me a lot more than Rusty's box. I bet you. I bet you.
He's got a jack in the box. He wants to play.
You literally just
I'm
told
not
me to leave.
lunging anymore.
I heard you say it.
Okay, and my move action.
Yeah, that 5. That was the one that the Guttum was going to work with. That's right. Yeah.
I know, it was a good thing you kept that 5 around because that +4 really was gonna. Oh, Rust. Oh, he's totally. Mo is just he's hightailing it out of.
All right, so reloading a weapon is a move action.
So it was a move action to get out the.
No,
ammo?
it doesn't work like that. It's just to reload. Is a move
Oh, it's
action.
just okay.
That's what it is.
So okay,
Steve, where is Mo on your screen?
he's next
To
to
the left of me.
Akira.
The
Okay.
left of the brave Akira.
Okay,
Akira's
that's
not done fighting.
where I am.
I'll kill you.
Hold on. That's not where Mo is on my screen. I was moving
Really?
to 3 squares beneath me because I still have movement. Yeah.
Wow, he really ran away.
All right. I want to see Akira
Sir, I say-
kill the boss.
I say, Sir Robin, come back.
That's your move action.
I only get one action. That's a free action. Oh, do I get any kind of plus?
No,
I don't get no +4, +5, nothing.
no
No,
one's in the
not
room.
this
He's
round.
all by himself. He's standing there looking at you, confused. Ooh, look at that. 16. Well, if you had some pluses, you might have hit him, but you didn't. Okay, Aeon Tuttle. It doesn't make you move any faster, but you do have a nice glow and sheen to your fur.
Oh, I was going to actually cover everyone's retreat by shooting at him, but now
That's
that,
a good idea.
Now
I
that
like,
I'm
I like the shooting.
except
at
now
it.
that I'm literally the only one left. in
Still
the
do
room.
that.
It does see. It seems like he's.
I don't know. He's
It
not
seems
leaving.
like he's not coming in here though for a reason. So that's
Well,
interesting.
at least while he's still standing in the doorway, I'm going to take a shot at him.
and you're actually immune to his gun now because it's cold damage.
Interesting.
I'm
and
going to
he
go
may
ahead and
not
crit
know that.
farm it.
Sad part is that 19
19.
would have
Really?
Sweet
29.
Oh, that would have been a what?
Close.
What would it have been if we
It
got
would
to
have
get
been a
him?
hit if I had actually.
somebody had
What
stuck
would it
around
have
you.
been?
Right,
Yeah.
It looks like he needs. I know a 31 hits, so either a 30 or a 31 hits. He's not sure what to do, is he? He's a little confused.
No, he's not that confused. He's shooting at Akira because you actually look like a demon from hell.
I have a DR5 cold.
And he's glowing again.
Actually, can I see him?
Definitely.
I almost certainly wouldn't be able to shoot him, would I? but okay, fine. I'm activating the box.
Good job.
In your box.
He
Don't
opens
suck
up.
me into a vortex.
100,
No guarantees.
100.
We may go find Hiroji in the parallel world he was sent to.
And you get a wheel of cheese. Yay! Tuttle will be
Yes.
happy again.
You
That would
ready?
be
Here
great.
comes 1D100. Just
All
go
right.
with it. Do the Tuttle.
Rusty
Just roll it.
becomes
Roll it.
the-
1D100. 1D100. Oof, 27.
I got an average roll, a 27. Well, below average numerically, but a normal roll was my point.
Sorry,
I
just to be annoying.
prefer Jason's roll of 79.
Interesting.
You always say that.
Give me a 1D8.
A 1D what?
1D8.
Perfect 8. It means I got
Nice.
everything possible.
It's perfect. You get Critter. The opener gains one of the following crit effects on any attack he or she makes, randomly determined. You will have Wound.
Really?
That's great.
Wound is actually very good. That's the best one.
Yeah. Well, its wound is fabulous. That's okay. That's a bleed effect, isn't it?
No, it's much worse than that.
No,
Wound-
like you actually can like chop off limbs and stuff. It's like
yeah,
crazy stuff.
it's
Wow. Rusty, get him! Get him!
Well,
get
I
in
love
there.
it. I think that's great. Sounds
in
good.
some ways, it's actually more practical than me becoming an Aeon. though becoming an Aeon's cooler.
Do you have any more of those boxes lying around? Because
I pat my pockets. And just for the hell of it,
You have a move action.
Wait. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, Wound is crazy. You can like take out their eye, cut off an arm, cut off a leg, cut off their heads. It's nuts.
Mo is going to open up the box, and then he's going to activate his box.
oh, you guys with your toys. I don't get it.
Well, it's
I
added
need
a little,
toy.
a little something fun. That's great.
Akira should have left his things behind.
You mean Hiroji?
I mean Hiroji.
Oh, if there's such a thing as
Great.
Mo opens up his box, it gets a 37. Today's not your
Yeah.
day.
He opens up curtain through number 3.
It's actually
It's a
not.
clunker.
He gets trap blessed. The next time the opener would take damage or receive an ill effect from a trap or hazard, he or she is instead unaffected.
Oh, all right.
Awesome.
Actually, Mo does have a history of running into the traps.
Well, yeah, I opened all the doors, so I guess if
I'm
anyone's
right
gonna
there
get
with you.
that I get it.
Well, you just got hit like when we were at the hospital or whatever. There was like that rigged thing with like the syringes.
Yeah, there's a
and
couple
stuff.
traps.
So you were trap blessed. So you are now going to be the mind detector for the party for the next foreseeable future, I guess.
Great. all right.
Is he
and
immune to
I'm
all
done.
traps to the end of time?
No, it's only once. He
Oh.
gets it one time. It's a one-time effect.
Yeah. I'll kill you.
You're up, Kiro. You guys are actually still doing pretty well.
I attacked.
14 misses.
It would not have hit with my help.
I'm going to go ahead and shoot too.
Actually, with the +5, it would have hit.
Oh, yeah, you would have hit, but you missed.
Actually, if I'm crit farming, I'm going to go ahead and full attack.
There you go. I think you're running out of ammo, by the way. You probably ran
No,
out
I
of
switched
low.
guns. I was
Oh,
using
okay.
the fire gun in the early part of the.
Oh, right,
combat.
and
I
it
switched-
doesn't do
switched
any
guns.
damage.
This is
Shoot
only
his
like
arm
my,
off.
This is only like my fourth or
He
fifth shot.
can't.
No,
Oh, wait, that's Rusty.
That's Rusty. Rusty could. You guys are getting some pretty.
Yeah.
You guys are getting some pretty cool effects. Oh my god!
There we go.
Wow.
Nice.
And that's a Sonic.
All right.
What's the crit for Sonic?
It's nothing all
It,
that.
it depends
I
on
don't
the
know if
weapon.
I don't know if he even has one since it's the entry level one,
Yeah. Not
or
all
if it
weapons
is,
have
it's something lame like
No,
Dazed
it has
or
it. It has it.
Deafens,
'cause-
deafens them or
No,
something.
it has it because I put the little star next to it. That's what the star means. Any weapon that is a star means it has a secondary effect when you crit that we have to look up.
All right.
This guy's a badass.
You have no idea.
It is deafen.
I have a very good idea.
Okay, I don't even know what deafen does.
I don't recall it being all that useful.
It's some minuses to some stuff, like perception.
He gets a minus for. It's terrible. It doesn't do anything. It's like a checks and percent. Yeah, it's like he's like, huh? He can't hear as well. Woohoo!
Yeah, because
Well-
I think Cheddar's one thing had the same effect, so I think we had to look it up for that too.
It may give minuses to hit, though, does it?
No.
Hold the line.
Yeah, the line is broken. It is a Napoleonic retreat, is what it is.
Okay.
Ugh,
All right. We'll stop
disastrous retreat.
here. He's about to go, and I think he might actually start chasing you out because they starting to get angry. So you guys This might turn into, well, we'll see, or either that he closes the door. I guess we're going to find out next week whether it's a long battle, but it's having some pretty interesting ups and downs. Well, except for Mo. Mo has had nothing but downs, unfortunately.
Yeah, he started.
I've done my fair share.
You have.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is
Akira
true.
has done
He just
a ton.
won't fall.
Let's see. Akira has done a ton of damage.
96
Tuttle.
damage is what I counted for.
Tuttle has become part god. Rusty can now cut off limbs nearly at will, and Mo is there for moral support
Most
And
great.
trap detection.
I
and
think Mo's
trap
still good.
detection.
Yeah.
That is Mo's contribution to this fight.
Jeez, I'm a trap detector.
All right. So Mind Detector Mo is going to be our new name for him.
Hey everyone, Steve here. So how about that? How about that episode? Unfreaking believable. I can't even believe that happened. And you heard it. I mean, none of the rolls were staged. That Jason pulls out the box, he rolls 100, and that's it. The only thing that will get you to roll on the greater loot box of wonder is 100. Not a 99, not a 98, 100. So he rolls 100, and then he rolls probably the best thing on this chart, which is getting a new subclass. And actually, I kind of messed it up a little bit because he's supposed to randomly choose one of the subclasses. But you know what? I actually don't mind him choosing it. I actually probably would have done that anyhow rather than doing it randomly, because you could definitely break your character, and I didn't want him to totally break his character or lose his character. I don't mind if they choose, as long as they don't go completely OP. And of all the members of this crew, I trust Jason more than any of them to select a power or an ability best suited to his character that is not OP. He is probably the least OP of all of those guys, so I had no problem with Jason selecting something. Which is unbelievable is that this is the second time this has happened. When we did Iron Gods, he selected, again, he had this thing where he had this war priest that would drink Numerian fluid after every time he leveled up. And Numerian fluid's actually very similar. You roll on a 1d100. And he rolled 100. And sure enough, when you roll 100, there's a sub-table. And on that sub-table, you roll a 1d10. And all of them are good. In fact, if you roll a 1, you become immortal. Now, that one is actually pretty good, but the second one is even better, and he rolled a 2. Rolling a 2 makes you a mutant. Now, if you look at the subtype for mutant in Pathfinder, it's insane. You get 2 of your stats become +6, and 2 of your stats are -4. Now, he was already a war priest, so he got +6 to his strength. I think he got +6 to his con, and I forgot where he dumped his other things. But he had like 26 strength, and we called him Bane. He actually started out kind of as a Klingon, but then by the end of the venture, he was Bane from Batman, because he was just so ridiculously overpowered. It was like getting another level and a half on your character. So sure enough, here we are, it happens again, and you have seen the birth of Aeon Tuttle, which really makes him pretty strong in lots of ways. Most importantly, it really helps with his defense. In some ways, he's just completely immune to a lot of things. He can telepathically communicate with people. It's just an overall very strong aspect to his character, but without making him OP. So with that, now they have a fighting chance against the completely overpowered boss guy. And as you can see, this is kind of why you always need spellcasters, because even if you can't hit with a weapon, you can almost always hit with a spell. And Chris is really cleaning up, especially those crits. Those crits add up. When you're rolling 1d20 on your weapon and you roll 2d20 and you get some pretty good rolls, you can get 50-60 points of damage. So this guy's almost dead, but so are Rusty and so are Mo. Mo and Rusty are really, really close to dropping. And I know it sounds like John is complaining. I want to make a note of that, because some people have said, oh, John is complaining. John probably loves playing more than all of us combined. He looks forward to it every week. He can't wait. He helps with the scheduling. He's super excited. He's the one who tells us to stop talking and let's play. He loves playing this game. But the problem when you're playing a fighter is that they have very high highs and very low lows because you don't have a lot of options when you're a fighter. And when you miss over and over and over again, it sucks. I think we've all been there. This is actually one of the reasons I never play a fighter or a melee class, because when they are missing, there's nothing worse in the world that it's your turn, you roll a die, you miss, and now you gotta wait like 30 minutes for everyone else to go. It absolutely sucks. So give John a little bit of a break here if it sounds like he's annoyed, because he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't have a lot of options. You know, his fighter is kind of limited on what he can do, or should I say soldier. And, you know, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Meanwhile, everyone else has all these other cool options and a lot more things they can do. And John, you know, he likes playing these simple characters. He's actually played things like sorcerers and wizards in the past, and he hated them. He doesn't like too much choice. I got to figure out a class for him where it's something in the middle, where it's like a melee fighter that has choice, but not so much choice that he's overwhelmed. I'm not sure. Maybe a Solarian, maybe something else. I'm not sure. I got to figure out a better class for him in the future. But this fight is not quite over. It's very close. The boss is almost dead. 2 of the guys here are almost dead. Tuttle is now an Aeon, which will help him a lot defensively. And Akiro is coming through, man. They're coming through. So we'll see what happens. And by the way, those misses on my side, those are real, not doctored. Like, you know, luck goes both ways. My guy missed quite a bit as well. He is using his power, but it's actually been really hard because these guys are spreading out, so I can't just zap them all with my Solarian power. And yeah, it's been pretty interesting fight. But it is going to wrap up, I believe, next week one way or the other. So as for PaizoCon, this was a great PaizoCon. I've been to 3 PaizoCons so far. I think they get better and better. First PaizoCon I went to, I didn't know a single person. I really didn't know anybody, and that was it. I just didn't really talk to that many people. Then we started Roll for Combat. I started to get friendly with some of the other podcasts and other people in the community. I went there last year with everyone from Roll for Combat. I introduced myself and met everyone from Paizo, just over the interviews and talking to everyone, so that was nice. And it was really great. You know, last year PaizoCon, being with my crew, hanging out, playing lots of games, seeing Pathfinder 2nd Edition for the first time. But this year was crazy. I had people coming up to me saying hi to me, and I had no idea who they were. So it went from I didn't know a single person to now I have people coming up to me and saying hi, and I have no idea who you are, and it's great. It's really interesting, and every single person from Paizo knew me, and I was saying hi to them. I was talking to everyone. It was a fantastic con. I didn't actually play that many games. I took it easy this year. I had my game, of course, how can I forget that? I almost blanked it out because it was so much work. I had my Grimmer Space game, which was fun. It went perfect at time, which is always hard. I thought, 4 hours, we'll finish early. There's not nearly enough content here for 4 hours. And meanwhile, I had to cut half the content, and thanks to Rob's quick thinking, we were able to finish the game on time without actually, cheating, if you will, or cutting out things and speeding to the end. But it was great. It was a lot of fun. I got to kill everyone, almost. Jason Keeley got to join in on the fun. Everyone had a great time. Do check it out if you want to see it. Go to the Roll for Combat Twitch stream. You can watch it there. You can see what Grimmer Space is all about. You can see a whole bunch of people from the Roll for Combat team, as well as Vanessa from No Direction. She was the winner, and she was great. A lot of fun. And she named her drone after a cheese-based pun. So let's make that a thing. Let's make everyone's drone named after cheese. I will say I did get to play some Pathfinder version 2. It looks fantastic. I kind of liked version 1 I kind of like the old version as well. See, I'm a little different than most people. I'm a guy who's really into mechanics and methodology behind the systems. I'm not just into how they play now, but how do they play later? Because it's very easy to make a game that plays well at level 1 through 4. That's easy, but how does it play at level 12? How does it play at level 17? And, Pathfinder really wasn't good after level 12. Like, level 12 is kind of where it ended. And I can get into this for hours, but it just did not work. The math broke down. Things got harder that was supposed to be easier at higher levels. People that were supposed to be better at saves actually got worse for them. You had to get a lot of gear to compensate. And it's one of those systems that seems really great because it was so open-ended and a lot of people loved it for that. But there was a lot of problems with the math, a lot of problems with the system, and it really just broke down at mid to high levels. And what I see from Pathfinder 2nd Edition is that the math is excellent. It's similar to the way they did Starfinder, is that the math is linear. So if you're good at something at first level, you're going to be good at something at 10th level and at 20th level. That's not the case in Pathfinder 1st Edition. For example, the fighter might have a +0 to their will save at level 1 and say +2 to their fort save at level 1. But then when they're like level 15, their will save might be +5 and their fort save +15. Again, I'm just making those numbers up. But the point is, how are they that much worse at will saves? Their will saves are continuously getting worse and worse. In my opinion, and actually how the system was built, is that people were expected to have the same levels and not actually get worse, but at least be comparable to where they were at level 1. If you follow what I'm talking about there, that is how the math works in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. They make sure that you never get really worse at anything. However you start as your character is how you're going to play forever, and you can get better and grow your character instead of having to figure out ways to compensate your deficiencies. And that is a big freaking deal. That is, again, my biggest problem with Pathfinder version 1 is a lot of your time you're trying to figure out ways to increase your deficiencies and make up for them rather than increasing what you're already good at. And I feel with Pathfinder 2nd Edition, you don't have to worry about that. And then whatever you're really good at, you can keep getting better at, and you can make your character more and more powerful. So that alone makes it a better game, in my opinion. Plus, did you look at this book? It is freaking gorgeous, even by Paizo standards. The book is amazing. The options seem to be endless. And the monk looks great. I love the monk. It's my favorite character. The monk's cool. You can do a mixture of just a pure fighting monk, a magic monk, or even a healing monk. So you can play the type of monk you want to be. If you want to be a monk that can throw in a little bit of magic, you can. If you want to be a monk that can heal himself and others, or if you just want to be a badass fighter, you can do that. I really can't wait to get started. I have a feeling we're going to actually play that. We're going to start another podcast. Probably going to play Pathfinder 2nd Edition because why not? It looks so freaking good. How can I wait? And finally, I will say the one thing I did play is that every single year Adam Daigle and Rob McKeary have a contest where you get to play monsters and then you fight other people. So the way this event works is that there's 8 people total, and each of you roll a die, and whoever gets the highest roll gets to pick first. The entire thing is a tournament, a round-robin tournament, where you will pick a monster and you will fight someone else who also picks a monster. There's 24 monsters in total, so you get to pick 3 monsters. And the monsters range everywhere from CR4 to CR7, and there's kind of a wide variety. In addition, the battlefield itself is sort of this mountainous terrain that goes up and down all over the place. It's a very large battlefield. It's maybe about 150 feet wide, circular, and goes up and down about 40 feet. And then the way it works is that there's a day round and a night round. So each of you picks one monster, and you'll all fight in the day round. So there's 8 of you, and it's just a simple, round robin. So, first there's 8 of you, then there's 4, then there's 2, and then there's 1 winner. And then you do the night tournament. So the night tournament, same thing. So if you lose the first tournament, you can always win the second tournament. at the very end, the winner of the night tournament fights the winner of the day tournament, and then there's one grand champion. Now, as I said, they've done this in the past with Pathfinder monsters, but this is the first year they actually did it with Starfinder monsters. I showed up. I never really knew anything about this. They laid out all the monsters, and again, they were from CR4 to CR7, and I won the roll. Now, let me tell you something. A few things. First of all, there's a little saying that we have here called, if it flies, it dies, which means anything that flies that we are fighting, we focus fire on and kill immediately. I don't care what it is. You can have 3 super big, mean guys and 1 little itty-bitty ad that's flying. Doesn't matter. You kill the flying thing. There's a reason why air superiority wins world wars. It's a big freaking deal. Any of you guys in the military know this. Like, having both range and air superiority will just decimate everything. So the first thing I did was take a look at all the monsters. And I had to make sure that everything had both range and melee. Now, there was a couple of monsters that were really tough, but they only had melee. So, I got the roll, I won first, so I got to pick the first monster. And the other thing I want to mention is, being a developer for Paizo and creating monsters over the last year or so, I know the rules really, really, really well, and I know all the math behind the monsters. And it's very simple. You always want to go with the higher CR, because the monster with a higher CR will always have better saves, better armor class, more hit points, and so forth. It's not like Pathfinder 1st Edition, where it was a little bit all over the place. In Starfinder, the CR7 is always better than the CR6. The only difference would be the type of attacks and any special abilities it might have. So, the first thing I picked was a Recklin. A Recklin is a CR7, 110 hit point, small magical beast, blind sense, dark vision, low light vision. It has ranged attacks, it has melee attacks. It is pretty good. It doesn't exactly have the fastest speed. It can only fly 40 feet, but it can do a lot of damage and it can go all over the place. It doesn't have any special attacks, so that was the first thing I got. Everyone got to choose another, monster after that. And then the 9th pick, I picked a Nightquai. That's a CR6, 90 hit points, large magical beast, completely sightless, immunity to cold, and has not only, of course, ranged and melee, it flies 90, which is insane. But the best thing is, I really wish I paid more attention to this, is it has a virus. Every single one of its attacks, you have to roll against a very, very fast-acting virus that can kill you in a round or two. Not only is it really bad if you get it, but then you need 2 consecutive saves. So, let's see. Oh, and then the third creature I picked was the Varkinia. That's the CR4 large plant. It has like lures and a few other things. By then, there was nothing great left by the 3rd round. Oh, and one of the things is, between rounds, your creatures will heal a certain amount, about a quarter of their hit points. So, imagine you have 110 hit points, you take 90 hit points of damage, you will then heal 35 hit points between rounds. You can also sub out a character. So, if you have, your CR7 creature, and it's totally destroyed and has nothing left, you can then sub it out for one of your other creatures. We then get to select where we wanted to get put in the rounds, and we went. And sure enough, I went first, or actually I went second. I had my Recklin, and, well, let's just put it this way. Adam Daigle is pretty pissed at me. He told me so afterwards, because I kind of broke the game. And let me tell you, I'm a nice guy. And when we play, you can hear, I'm pretty normal. I don't go OP. But when it comes to a tournament, and I get the rules, I'm going to play by their rules. And he didn't like the fact that I was flying all over the place, constantly evading attacks and using my ranged abilities. And my Recklin barely took any damage. I went all the way to the finals, barely was hit. It was practically just decimating everything in its path. Nothing can get to it. Anyone who took a big, beast of melee, forget it. They couldn't do anything. And even the other ones that flew, if they were a CR6 or a CR5, their abilities stunk. So that was the first round. I won the morning combat. Then came the second round, where I had the Nightqueen. And that thing, again, was decimating everything. As soon as it poisoned you, you're dead. You died. That was it. The game was pretty much over. And plus, it was blind, so I went up against, things that threw sand in your face, and you're like, aha, you're blinded. It's like, nope, has no eyes, sightless. I'm like, nah! So that one actually was superior, except I got to a fight where I forgot which creature it was, but it had poison, and my guy had poison, and it really was whoever poisoned the other one first won. I attacked him twice. I hit him. Poison didn't stick. He attacked me twice. Poison didn't stick. I attacked him twice. Poison didn't stick. And then he attacked me, and I failed to save, and that was it. Once I failed to save, I quickly died. And unfortunately, I didn't get to face myself. He said that's happened once before where the same guy both won the morning and the night, and he faced himself. But in the finals, my Reclan managed to easily defeat, I don't even remember who it was. The guy actually was pretty good. He had a very, very strong melee creature. The problem was it was melee, and the flying creature was able to just fly around. And after I whittled him down a little, he decided to just stop, and I just charged him, and we went into melee combat because I knew the math would work out in my favor as long as I didn't miss more than I hit. But the odds were in my favor, and sure enough, I won. So I won the tournament. Afterwards, Adam Dangle came up to me many times and was pissed at me because I broke his damn tournament, and I broke the rules, and I told him, don't use flying creatures in the future. I'm sorry, man. And I'm going to tell you something. I will say on this podcast, do we bring our A game? I say we don't bring our A game. I say we don't even bring our B game. I don't even know if we bring our C game. We're having fun. We're being goofy. The guys try out weird stuff. They're trying to entertain you as well as just having fun. And I kind of do the same thing. We're not being serious here. We're not doing life and death. And, sometimes like this fight, we're actually getting to life and death and they start to ratchet it up and start really paying attention. But I will put my guys up against pretty much anyone else because push comes to shove. When it comes to tactical combat, these guys are great. These guys are really good. They know every rule. They'll know every trick in the book. They'll take advantage of every single thing you can think of. They will use feats and abilities that no one even knows about. So when I got a chance to be in a tournament, first thing I did was take a look and realize, yep, I know the math and I know what to do, and flying will always win. And sure enough, I kind of broke the tournament. So hopefully I'm in it next year, and we'll see. I have a feeling they're going to be removing flying creatures and making them all ground-based. Who knows? It'll probably be Pathfinder 2 next year, and it'll be totally different. But I'll tell you, I know the math for Pathfinder 2, because I've been writing monsters for them as well, and it's not much different. So as for the rest of the PaizoCon trip, it was awesome. I was hanging out with lots of people from Paizo. The banquet was fun. Everything was fun. Actually, the best part is they had little pickup games. Every night, you can just go into a side room. They had board games. You could just sit down and play with anyone. And that was actually some of the most fun I had. Of course, yes, everyone loves playing role-playing games, but, there's something about dedicating yourself to 4 or 5 hours of one game, and it can be exhausting. But these little pickup games, you can play a game for 5, 10, 15, 30 minutes, and, have a bit of fun, win, lose, and then just go to the next game. And I was having a lot more fun, I think, with some of the little pickup games. A lot of my friends were there. There was a lot of Paizo people. I met a whole bunch of new people. That was the most fun I had, and I'm definitely going to keep my schedule free next year and try to do the same thing. Last year, it was packed with endless adventures and role-playing, and I just did one scenario after another. This year, I did exactly 0 scenarios except for my own. I actually even had a scenario on the schedule, and I blew it off. I didn't even go because I rather have played smaller games. So lesson learned is lots of small games are a lot of fun at conventions. So with that, let's get to show notes. Don't forget, new podcasts every single Tuesday. Do subscribe to us on iTunes, Android, and do subscribe to us iTunes, Android, and Spotify. Do check out Jason's Talking Combat column every single Thursday. I have a feeling this week's is going to be a doozy, since it mostly centers around him. Do check out our Discord channel. I can tell you, I can feel the excitement. I have a feeling right after Gen Con, there's going to be something like 20 Pathfinder 2 games starting up right away, because everyone was going to want to start playing it. Everyone's going to want to try it out. Not everyone has access to, local people to play these games with. So if you want to find a group to play Pathfinder 2, join the Discord channel. It's just discord.rollforcombat.com, and you can play a game with us. Do follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Do check out the Reddit channel. Do check out the Patreon. Also, do check out the Loot Box of Wonder at drivethrurpg.com. That's right, that Loot Box of Wonder, if you're new to the show and you're wondering, what the heck is that? That's something that was invented for the show by Thirsty Hillman and published by us, Roll for Combat, for free. That's right, completely free. Just go to drivethrurpg.com, just look up the Loot Box of Wonder, and you too can download it and put it in your game, and you can have your guys become Aeons as well. And then finally, I have to say, I've been coordinating with Paizo. We're going to have a ton of previews for Pathfinder 2, something every week or two. There's just going to be endless previews. I am pretty excited after what I've seen, and I myself hopefully will get the rules early, get to check it out, and be able to tell you all about everything. Who knows? It's coming up, though. We only got 8 weeks till Gen Con, so one way or another, we're going to be playing Pathfinder and talking about it in 8 weeks. Otherwise, I'll see and talk to you guys later.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat, a Starfinder actual play podcast. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com or drop us a line at contact@rollforcombat.com. You can also find us on Twitter, Facebook, Discord, and other social media platforms. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Until next week, always remember, being dead is no excuse for laying off adventuring.